Welcome everybody. My name is Guy Ellis, and I'm here today with the London School of Digital Business in their Great People interview series, and I'm here with Shubhashish. My apologies, and we are here to talk about his business and some of the issues, some of the opportunities that he faces. Shubhashish, welcome, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine, Guy. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Now, Shubhashish, tell me all about yourself.
I am a marketer, and I have had a professional career of over 20 years. I'm basically a fashion student, and I passed out from our National Institute of Fashion Technology in 2004. I did my fashion designing, and then I did my master's in fashion business. Uh, then I had my corporate career over 10 years. After that, I started with my own venture. And currently, I'm running a marketing consultancy firm. And I'm training different fashion startups and various other companies and to sort out their fashion related issues and marketing related problems if they're facing any. So we do consult them, and that's it. And we are having great fun doing it because as we are entering into that AI generation, and the times are really flying. Things are getting more sorted, but at the same time, a lot of disturbance is there. So we need to get our businesses in shape,
Right.
And ready for that AI age. So that's it.
Wonderful. And I'm going to love to pick up with you on the whole AI movement as well. But we take a step back. Creative role at university, in your early career, now in marketing, that's quite a big change.
Yes. Um I had an opportunity of serving a few fashion retailers at the beginning of my career, but then I landed a creative role in a financial organization, if you can believe that.
Yes, I'm
That
aware.
was that was a major challenge for me because, as you can understand, financial institutes and organizations do not allow creativity to creep in because it's a serious business, and
Yeah.
you can't mess around there and have that your creative juices flowing there. But
No.
one of the greatest institutions in India, the ICICI group, showed faith in me, and they appointed me as the visual merchandiser for them, for their uh, for the securities business, which
Yeah.
is the online trading business. So
Okay.
there I was supposed to, there I was supposed to design stores for them, visual communication, and that was a very very good opportunity for me to show the at least my countrymen that fashion students can work in serious businesses as well. So that was a good challenge, and I had a great run for over 8 years. I worked with them, and we had great fun there.
And the transition to was it your own business or from that role?
Yeah, from that role, I started with my own venture
Yeah.
because I had good learnings coming from from the marketing I've been learning over the years. And once that challenge was completed, I had put enough creativity out there in the financial organization. Then I had a lot of ideas on what is missing in the fashion sector of India.
Right.
I got to understand what is putting a resistance in the growth of fashion industry in India. That was marketing. I understood that marketing is a big challenge what the fashion players are facing in India. So I that's where I started with my own venture and try to sort out those marketing challenges for them.
And that's Dr. Marketeer, am I correct?
That's right. This is a group of marketers who have come together, and they are from diverse fields. Some from hospitality, some from retail, some from fashion, some even from aviation. So we
Gosh.
have around 10 to 15 specialists who are good at marketing in their own field, and they contribute as consultants as well. So that's a good group of specialists we have. So
Wow.
that's it. So
Quite a
we
diverse group.
exactly, and because marketing is something which is growing at an enormous pace right now, as you can understand,
Absolutely.
and all the organizations, all the companies, all the brands have their marketing wing, but sooner or later they do find a bummer and they have to need experts, so they need external help to sort that problem. So that's where we come in the picture, and we are consulted, we are asked for help. We take it up on an hourly basis or even for a month. We take it them as
Mm.
projects and we sort them out. So that's what Dr. Marketer does.
And is it smaller companies or is it sort of mid-size? What's your sweet spot in terms of your target client?
Most of our clients are smaller brands,
Yeah.
very young startups who need that kind of support and who are facing that kind of challenges, and but they don't know whom to approach, and they can't have a very experienced a marketer specialist appointed on their roles. So
Right.
they find it economically viable to hire us for some for that project or for that particular issue they are facing. And when we give them proper layout of what needs to be done in that situation, they are sorted for some time. And once they grow big, we have got some clients who have grown big and they have offered us to collaborate for a longer period. So we are open to that also, but currently we are focusing on smaller startups and young entrepreneurs.
And I'd like to really just dive into the whole AI topic as well. I mean, it's fascinating, isn't it? That in the last year we've seen such a shift from
Yes.
what is a very open and very initial topic to something that's become quite developed. I'd like to really pick up on the AI topic again. You talked about it briefly beforehand, but it's amazing for me to see that what was just a year ago, it seems that a few companies did, big companies did, has just become, an epidemic across all industries, and there's a lot of concerns, but it's also lots of opportunities. How are you using AI, and what are you seeing with your clients as well?
Yes, AI is in a boom right now, and we are uh, having great expectations from the AI generation. And but yeah, that is a very promising thing. Uh, Looking at my industry, the fashion industry, let me focus on that. See, the creativity is what matters in fashion.
Right.
Okay, because you can predict the trend from using AI. You can use it for designing purpose, but the creativity is where the human designers have to be very progressive, and they have to move forward, because now AI has taken off the load of designing and taking off the technology of manufacturing also. So it is
Okay.
taken off a lot of load and made them free. The designers are now free to work on their creativity, be more flamboyant, and be more think more out of the box things, so that they can push their creativity to a much better extent and use it for a better performance. So AI, when used with the right intent and in the right direction,
Mhm.
it definitely will help the whole of humanity. from fashion perspective, yes, it is good for trend forecasting, analysis, and understanding the problems the consumers are having.
Right.
Because now is the time to listen to what your consumer and customers are saying. It
Mhm.
is very important to understand the issues they are facing while using your product. So this will definitely help the fashion designers and brands to understand their customers issues and work on them.
Right.
So and yeah, from India I can say that India has a lot to offer to the world. As you can
Mhm.
see, the globe is very very fascinated with India. It has always been, but this is
Absolutely.
the time when even the world has given some of the work to their AI bots, and just focusing and having a some observing the world around, and
Yeah.
they can see some the fascinating world of we live in India.
Yeah.
So
And
India is full of great stories,
yeah.
great inspirations, cultures, and traditions. We have a lot of diversity in our country, and yet we are united. And you can see the various surnames if you go through. We have thousands and thousands of different surnames, and we have so many states, and each of them have their own folk stories, folk songs. So the designers have a lot to inspire and share with the world. That's
Yes.
what I think AI will help us in.
Yes. Wonderful. And I mean, India is has the potential to be an enormous powerhouse. I mean, the education system is amazing. You train and educate young people. You've got a sheer workload. It's brilliant. And how do you as an entrepreneur, how do you use AI?
Uh, I do use that AI for a very limited purposes only, because I guess a lot more is coming on that
Hmm.
front. So my job is to make sure that my clients do understand the gravity and what to expect from AI. So
Yeah.
I need to keep up with the pace at that AI is growing. I just keep myself, updated on what's happening on that front, so that we can plan accordingly, and at least know exactly how to use that, because it's very easy to uh, give your job to someone else, but it's difficult to understand the balance of taking control of a few things which are very very important in business. So we try to get our clients as realistic as possible with the expectations of from AI. So that's what my job is right now.
Wonderful.
So that's it.
So thank you, with respect to AI with your business. But if we move on to Indian fashion, you've talked briefly about, the inspiration that designers can draw on, the various histories, the different styles. Uh, what are you seeing in terms of the appreciation for Indian fashion globally? I really think, at a personal level, Indian fashion, Indian culture is really starting to blossom. But what was your experience with your clients in the fashion industry?
Many of my clients have their customers uh, abroad. They are in the UK, they are in the US, and they are spread across, and they are getting very very fascinated, very excited with the Indian tradition, and they want to appreciate.
Mhm.
As you can see, as we are in that digital age, we understand the value of to of a very very calmed, of very peaceful life. We understand the value of peace. There's so much of noise around and then after that you realize that you need peace in life. So
Yeah.
I'll just connect the dots for you, because many of the Western countries are practicing yoga, It will be very, it is very, very exciting to learn that over 1 billion people are practicing yoga on International Yoga Day, which was started by India. And because we have those yoga gurus across the world, and who are very, very drawn towards Indian traditions, the culture, the stories we have to share. So they are getting very, very anxious as to what India has to share with them. You'll be surprised, Guy, that the kind of seasons we have in India, the kind of rains, the kind of summer, the winter, we have it all. You say, you name it, we have it. So we have the hills, we have the deserts, we have the sea. Everything is there in India. It's like a mini world in itself. So all the people who are there, and who are staying in the hills, they know how to handle the snow. So those people can definitely help people abroad with their own solutions, which is not very expensive, which is very, very peaceful, which is not hurting the environment. So, but the thing is, they don't know how to connect with the world. Our fashion designers are doing that, and they are making that effort to learn how to make sure that our culture is of help to the world. They are making sure that their collections, their stories are getting transmitted to the world in the right manner. Okay, so we have a lot to share with the world. The Indian values. It is not only the designs which are getting them excited. It's the values, the character which we uphold. So it's very important. It's not only covering your body or not covering your body, but it's more to do with the values you support or the character you show. So we take fashion in that sense, and we want the global designers also to appreciate what India has to offer.
And what are some of the challenges, however, facing the fashion business in India?
Yeah, the challenges, we do have a fair share of challenges in front of us. As you can understand, we are in the social media, age right now, and but still we are not able to get the right things communicated. Okay, we have a lot of noise around, but sensible things are also getting lost in that noise. So it's very important for us to use the right channel of communication, the right platform to get your voice across. Okay. So the first problem with the Indian fashion industry is they don't know how to market themselves very well. Even today, they use social media as the only source of communication with the world. No, it's not. You have to first communicate with your own countrymen also.
Yeah.
Okay, and once you get supported by them and they appreciate you, the world will also get to know about you. India is not an alien country, which people are not aware of. Today, most of the world is looking forward to India for IT related solutions. We also have solution to many of your life related issues. Okay, how to find peace in life, how to get get your issues sorted. Yes, a lot of things, wherein we believe in that character building thing as well. So the challenge here is how to get your word across to the right people, how to use that platform. Second challenge which we are facing is the fashion designers today in India. They are very possessive about their designs, and they feel very, very vulnerable if they show their collection to someone. They feel that their ideas might get stolen. This is a very, very practical problem which they are facing. So it's basically about the intellectual property rights.
Yeah.
We need a stronger rule about that, and something which the fashion students also can have great access to. They can ensure that their designs are not being copied, and even for the for the big players also, it should reserve their rights and make sure that their IP is well protected. So that those are two major challenges which I feel are there in the Indian fashion industry today.
Thank you. But clearly, some designers are doing well. Indian designers, fashion designers, are certainly building multi-million-dollar businesses, aren't they?
Yes, of course. Few of them have got good success across the world, and if you know, we recently concluded a big ceremony, wedding ceremony took place in India, wherein celebrities across the Western countries also participated. They were present at that wedding with the Ambani family. So most of the designers were Indian who had designed for the guests as well. So yeah, they know the designers, and even our designers are opening their boutiques across the world. One of them is Sabyasachi, if you may have heard his name. Sabyasachi was my senior. He comes from the same college as I do, so I'm really proud of it, of course. So, but yeah, he's across the the Indian film industry. He's the most sorted designer in India. Yes, and now the fashion designers are getting the support from big industrialists as well. The industrialists who are in other fields as well, other than fashion, they are getting interested in this fashion business, and they can see a good prospect out there. So they are investing in these businesses, and they are coming up big time. But having said that, uh, the smaller designers or the fashion students need to do much more, and they have to struggle for longer, for almost a decade before they can get there. Okay, so it's not a shortcut. It's not something which you get, immediately after your school. It is a big journey, and it's a risky one, but you have to keep pushing forward, keep thinking of the objective of why you chose to be a fashion designer, and keep moving forward. And you have to be ready for the challenges, and you should not give up very easily. You should pursue, and I feel now the other business groups are will come forward and help these fashion designers, and make them, convert them into better business prospects.
Well, and with role models already in place, it makes it all easier for everybody, doesn't it?
Yes, once the way is paved, and we can see which way is there, and the avenues, they are opening bigger avenues, so
Hmm.
that definitely helps the followers, and more people can follow that path. So yes, of course, the seniors have done a good job, and it's now up to the freshers to take up that challenge, and move forward on that path.
And so, what do you think we can expect, or what do you think the world can expect from Indian fashion designers in the future?
Uh, See, India has a lot to, as I've been saying this again and again, India has a lot to offer.
Yes.
Okay. And uh, the world needs it. Okay. So, design and fashion designing, of course, can definitely be a way of communicating to the world. Okay. The world can learn lessons on, character building, and having leading a peaceful life, with fashion designers. Okay, because the stories we have to share, they bring more values, and more as we can say, they bring in more life to your life. They add value. So it's all the way better for the world to understand what India is trying to say, and give more opportunity. Try them out. If you hear from my Indian friends, as we can see, even in the International Space Station today, we can see how Indians are treated there, and how people do listen to them and understand what happens, and the various ways we keep our lives busy, and uh, at the same time very calm and soothed also, you know So it's the way you that piece can be communicated across the world. So yeah, new fashion designers will come up. Do try them on and uh, uh, share your feedback.
Wonderful. And I think, given that India is entering new trade agreements, that the world is starting to want to deal with India. I think it sounds like it's a wonderful, opportunity for fashion designers to really make their mark and to really think about the global audience that they can reach rather than just a more, country-based one.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course, guy. And that's what that's another aspect of the financial, the economical, and the trade angle is definitely there. But the softer version, the softer value has to be there. We need to communicate and with the world the language of design and what they can understand. And yes, people do like sustainable fashion was something what India has been doing for very very long time. If you see the
Centuries.
normal the clothes we wear on our day to day life at home, those are much sustainable and they've been like that forever. And
Yeah.
now when the world is full of artificial and all the mixed up fabrics, now you understand what we were saying at the very beginning. So that
Absolutely.
is something India could not tell the world earlier, because maybe because of the differences in perception, or
Yeah.
and the time gap and whatever it there be. But now people are listening to India very patiently, and now is the time to for India to take the stage and spread some good word around.
Wonderful. Thank you. Shubhashish, you're an entrepreneur, you run a successful business. What's your goal? What's your purpose? What do you want to bring to the world as an individual?
Okay, guy. As I've been a very creative person and an artist from the
Yeah.
very beginning, and that's why I took up fashion. When I was in school, I was told that just being good at art will not get you anything. Uh, I want to change that, at least now when I'm at my mid 40s. I want to change that now, that the kids who are good at designing or art and craft, they should not be looked down upon. They
Mm.
should be looked at with pride, and they should feel that there's a secured future ahead of them. That's what I want to do. That's what my purpose is, to make sure that the creativity of this country gets a better stage.
Wonderful. Well, what a noble aim. So thank you. And any other thoughts before we just talk about what advice you might give entrepreneurs? No.
Yeah, of course. I have a few words for the entrepreneurs, the young entrepreneurs. There are two things. First, be very patient with sales,
Right.
and use marketing platforms wisely.
Hmm.
These two things, sales and marketing, are the two major challenges you any fashion designer has to face. So all the entrepreneurs who are into fashion business have to deal with it. Okay, they have to become better businessmen also, other than a good designer.
Yeah.
Okay, so design and business have to go hand in hand if you want to have a good business developed.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. It has been a joy to talk with you. Any final thoughts before we close?
No, I guess London School of Digital Business has been very kind, very generous to allow me to speak to you, and thank you also, Guy, for being such a patient interviewer. But at the same time, I feel that India needs more of this interaction, and more initiatives to be taken,
Mm.
and not only from one side, but from India also needs to learn from other cultures, other countries, and you are doing a phenomenal job. So I want to thank the team, and make sure that I'm available even for next time if we have a chat again.
Thank you. And Shubhashish, I mean, it's an absolute joy, and you're absolutely right. You know, there's so much that India can offer, not only the UK but the world, and we just need to make those connections happen, because businesses are built on connections and built on trust. So let's do more of this. Thank you for
Sure.
your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and all the very best going forward. All the very best for your business and for all the important people in your lives as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Guy.